One of the nicest things about shopping by mail order. Pardon me? What is this? Let me see what it says. All right.
He's got a gun to his back.
All right, well, let me read this. Folks, we have someone on the set who's standing here and would like me to read this copy which was just handed to me. You want to tell me your name or not? What is it? And Gary, where are you from?
In the middle of a 1987 broadcast, Gary Stowman walked onto the KMBC set behind TV reporter David Horowitz and pointed a gun at his back, ordering him to read a statement concerning paranoid theories that the CIA cloned Stowman's father. The blindsided presenters were clearly horrified, but Horowitz was able to keep his cool throughout.
When I began receiving disturbing calls from my parents, which led me to believe that something terrible was going on, I was then forced into a mental hospital in Tallahassee, where I learned that my brother-in-law had been driven insane in the same manner that someone was trying to do to me. I asked for a congressional investigation and federal protection for my family and these involved. There is no way I can harm anyone with this empty BB gun.
The Max Headroom signal hijacking occurred on the night of November 22, 1987, when the television signals of two stations in Chicago, Illinois were hijacked, briefly sending a pirate broadcast of an unidentified person wearing a Max Headroom mask and costume to thousands of home viewers.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I. Actually, the computer that we have running our news from time to time took off and went wild. So what we're going to do is start over from the top with the Bears.
Because he's a freaking nerd. I think I'm better than Chuck Swirsky. Working with oh, Jesus. Yeah. That's the way. Your love is fading.
And he showed me in visions and dreams how God showed me what was going to happen in the future. Those cities are going to be built and there's going to be destroyed. There's going to be civil war in America. America is going to be divided up.
On May 28, 1982, Joseph Billy Gwyn, then 28, took 4 people hostage at the Cool TV station in Phoenix, Arizona. He eventually surrendered, but not until news anchor Bill Close read Gwyn's 25-minute statement on live television with a gun pointed at his stomach under the table. Gwyn watched on a portable TV to make sure they were live on air.
This is the script that Mr. Gwyn gave me, and I'm going to read it verbatim. And anytime you wish to interrupt me. All right. My name is Joe Gwyn. I am a watchman. Read the 33rd chapter of Ezekiel. This is about the story of the 10 prophets. The 10 prophets are Johnny Cash, Ronnie Millsap, Eddie Rabbitt, Larry Gatman, Hank Williams Jr., Rex Allen Jr., Willie Nelson, Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn, Lacey J. Dalton, Tanya Tucker, Barbara Mondrell, Joe Gwyn, the traitor. Islam knew why and arranged for us to meet. We talked very little with each other. Lucy J. Dalton wrote a song for me that day. It's called Mistakes. Islam is using something called sociology on children in schools across America today. Sociology is the study of the human condition. In the next 2 years, there will be 5 new cities started in the United States. These will be major cities. Only men, white Anglo men, will be living in these cities. They will be completed in 1994. There will be about 15 million men in these cities by July of 1994. With the, yes.
Okay, these men that are going to be living in these cities are homosexual.
Okay.
And I am a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
And these are my brothers.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
All right. World War III begins in the fall of 1988. Edward Kennedy will be the next president. He will be elected for 2 terms. Now, at the end of World War III in 1994, our troops will be coming home from war. On July 4th of 1994 at 12 noon, there will be 20 million men in these 5 cities. Islam is going to blow these cities up with atomic bombs. After this happens, there will be civil war in America. The southern states of America will be invaded in about 2006 to 2016 from an army from Brazil. That war will last 6 months. In the last 16 years of my life, I have had communications through mental telepathy with all of the peoples named. Here is my story. When I was a little boy, about 5 years old, I did something called astral projection. My spirit took a walk out of my body. I was frightened. Our country will no longer be the United States. The Latin Americans will be the same to us as we were to the Indians. The Bible says that there would be an alliance between the 2 northern powers that border at the polar circle. Russia is one and Canada is the other, unless about 70 million people migrate to Canada and make it a power. Our forefathers were liars, murderers, thieves, sinned against God, brought to America in chains.
Stop. I have something to say to Reagan. Okay, President Reagan, Islam is using sociology on your son, Ricky. Ricky, tell your father what they're doing. They're using sociology and that they use it to turn you into a punk. This is our last chance. We can only do this when your father is in office. Let's stop these people. This is our only chance to stop them from using sociology on anybody again.
My first prediction is the fall of Great Britain by Argentina. London will be destroyed by an atomic bomb. Britain won't even fight back. They won't even resist. This will be the fall of Britain. Johnny Cash, you will have 72 hours to tell the Queen to evacuate London. I want to stop Islam from what they are doing and help my people find their history book. Sometime in the next 2 to 5 years, there will be an invasion of ants in Arizona, the Brazil fire ant. Between the years 1995 and 2000, there will be a war in Asia between Indonesia and Japan. Islam is behind it all. Islam wants to destroy our people. And that's the end of what you wrote for me to read, Mr. Gwyn.
Okay.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say?
No, no more.
Is that it?
That's it.
Can we now, can I say something like we now return to our regular programming? This has been a special broadcast that Mr. Gwyn insisted that we make. We hope that you understand and will bear with us. We think that his message is a very important one to him. We appreciate your attention. And now we return you to our regular programming. I got a sweaty palm. I want to shake hands with you.
You really do, huh?
You bet. I told you I was playing this fair. Did you think you didn't trust me all this time? Oh, hell, it's all right. Leave him alone. It's okay. Put down the guns. I have the gun. Back off with the guns.
Back in 2013, an unnamed joker hacked into a Montana TV station's emergency broadcast system and sent out a news flash detailing the rise of the undead from their graves, along with a warning not to engage. The hoax announcement played over an airing of the Steve Wilkes Show, and despite its illegitimacy, the message sounded real enough to stir concern among viewers across parts of the U.S. Fortunately, it wasn't long before the truth was made known and the perpetrator was apprehended.
Civil authorities in your area have reported that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves and attacking the living. Follow the messages on screen that will be updated as information becomes available. Do not attempt to approach or apprehend these bodies as they are considered extremely dangerous.
Across the pond in 1977, something bizarre occurred. The UK's Southern Television had their evening news interrupted by a 6-minute audio message of extraterrestrial origin. Those responsible have never come forward.
This is the voice of Allah, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the stars. We speak to you now to say the same as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world, so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world and the beings on other worlds around you. This is in order that you may share in the Great Awakening as the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius. The new age will be a time of great peace and evolution for your race, but only your rulers are made aware of the forces that can overshadow their judgments. Be still now, and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of evil must be removed. The time for conflict is now past, and the race of which you are a part may proceed to the higher stages of its evolution, if you show yourselves worthy to do this. You have but a short time to learn to live together in peace and goodwill. Small groups all over the planet are learning this, and exist to pass on the light of the dawning new age to you all. You are free to accept the protection teachings from those who learn to live.
Many go as wide as then they run out.
Spiritual evolution. Hear now the voice of Gwyn, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. Be aware also that there are many false habits and guides at present operating on your world. They will suck your energy from you, the energy you call money, and will put into evil areas, giving you worthless costs in return. Your inner divine self will protect you from this. You must learn to be sensitive to the voice within you. That can tell you what is true and what is learn to listen to the voice of truth which is within you.
It's such a thing.
This is our message.
I really appreciate that we can. I insist so delicious, full of only really choice ingredients. I can. Cats have 9 lives. Well, that's
Have no fear. Keep on learning yourself and just come with the ways of your planet Earth. Receive the Ashtar Galactic Command, thank you for your attention. We are now leaving the days of your existence. May you be blessed by the supreme love and truth of
Use your imagination.